Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Alaska Tracy's podcast, episode number 43. Here you can enjoy intentional life and business tips and tools. Thanks so much for joining in today, everyone, and I apologize for being lame-o with my episodes. I've got a list of people to interview, and I sort of took a break. I was really focusing on tasks at hand and felt it necessary to pause. So I am back, and I appreciate you being here. This is the second time I clicked record today. So hopefully this one will stick. I just, the last episode, or just a couple minutes ago, talked for 20 minutes, and I don't know, I must have clicked the wrong button. So here we go again. One of those just techie reminders that technology is great and it's always an adventure. So if you hear a big sigh in the background, it might be my German Shepherd sighing because she's been listening to me for 20 minutes already. And I'm drinking coffee. So I appreciate you joining in today. I've got a full page of notes sitting here. What I really want to talk about is how loud it can be in social media land, especially when we are in that stage called messy, cluttered, overwhelmed, fear, lack of, and we're reaching for something outside of ourselves to fix something deep within that is uncomfortable. Can you relate? Can you relate to those ads popping up for the quick fix? The weight loss, the strength training, the make $1 million, make $10,000 a month, click here, click here, click here, do this, do that, buy this, buy my product, get rid of this wrinkle, get rid of that wrinkle. Oh, it's exhausting. I'm here to tell you, as an entrepreneur of almost 20 years now, I have yet to find that quick fix. That easy way to make $1 million, to get rid of all my wrinkles, to lose 10 pounds overnight. So if you have found that, go ahead and send it my way. No, actually, I don't want it. I have learned that the good things come when walking through the challenges, the uncomfortable feelings. So, I want to share a story with you about being uncomfortable and leaving 5 minutes before the miracle. Has anyone ever heard that saying? Don't leave 5 minutes before the miracle. So I've been that gal who has left multiple times 5 minutes before the miracle. I've shifted courses with my business. I've left businesses, sold businesses, started new careers. I've been that gal. I don't feel that it's been wrong because it's allowed me to get exactly where I am today and to be sharing with you this podcast about uncomfortableness, about messiness, about looking for that quick fix. So it's allowed me to have this journey and hopefully to share with you to help you maybe skip some pain. So, being a gal that has left 5 minutes before the miracle, I was in real estate back in 2008, 2009. It was right when social media was coming along and I was just getting ready to leap into building a social media business. And I was going to a women's networking breakfast once a month. Once a year, half yearly, they would have a contest where they would invite us all to share about our businesses using visuals. So a way for us to be creatively sharing what we did for a living and avoiding using words. So it was a way to be very creative, and I am pretty creative. My background's marketing. And so I reached out to my community and I said, hey, I've got this contest. Does anybody have any ideas or any help that they can provide? The neighbor immediately answered and she said, come on over and get my daughter's dollhouse. You could use that. That'd be a great way to show that you sell homes. Well, I took it and ran with it from there because I'm super creative. I love that part of the business, and it often leads me down the rabbit trail when I could be doing other tasks that are producing money. I like shiny object tasks. So I go to the breakfast and I get my little area. I set up. I've got this awesome little dollhouse, these cute little people inside the dollhouse, a little for sale sign that I made. I brought a big for sale balloon. I had my business cards. I had just all this really cool stuff, candy to hand out, little flyers. It was pretty cool. And people got to me. I got my 1 minute to share what I do. I didn't use any words. I'm super charismatic. It was awesome. We all went around the room. Everybody shared, and I packed up my stuff. There was about 5 minutes left to the whole meeting and thought it was such a big deal. I left the meeting. I went and washed my car, guys. Yeah, like that's what a big deal I was. I went and washed my car. So the day goes on, and later in the day, somebody contacts me and they said, hey, where did you go? And I said, oh, I'm busy. I've got stuff going on, and blah, 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 blah. Why? And she said, well, you left 5 minutes before the end of the meeting, and you would have won, but you had to be present to win. Okay, who out there is laughing? Who out there is laughing? Go ahead and share your comments with me. I would love to know if you can relate to that. I would have won some cool gift. I left 5 minutes before the miracle. And that's sort of been a little bit of the theme of my 20 years being an entrepreneur. I've always created a plan. Well, not always, but the beginning of my entrepreneurship almost 20 years ago for my first business was because of creating this written out plan, which it has come to be called, what I teach now, the vision mapping framework. This was a really detailed business plan, and it helped me to create a really wonderful business and sell it. And it gave me direction. It helped me to stay on the pathway to make the business a success. Well, when we visualize something and then we add actions into how we're going to get to that vision, things often start appearing. Clients, money, tasks to get the job done because we're getting busier as we're doing these action steps. And things can become messy quick. Things can become very uncomfortable in that stage. And that those old fears can start to creep in. I've experienced it, and those that I coach have experienced it. Those that I've coached with have experienced it. So how do you walk through the messy, through the uncomfortable, through the obstacles, through the loud voices chattering in our heads to keep going on the course? Or do you divert? Do you change the course? Do you change the whole structure of your business? Do you change your goals? Every single time that I have diverted and changed the goal of the business, I've lost parts of my audience. I've confused them. And I know this because I've run into them in the community. When I'm traveling, I've run into them and they've said, I see all your animal pictures. I see you walking through the woods and I have no clue what you do. They don't say it like that, but that's the gist of it. The more focused and clear I become, the more focused and clear my audience is about who I serve, and then they get a choice if they want to follow me, if they want to listen to me or not. Because it's clear. And the clearer that you can become, the messier things are going to get along the way. And it's in that messy, uncomfortable space that the true warriors of success are the ones that are able to stick it out and to keep going the course. The ones that bail and divert and jump, and they get lost in the weeds. And I know this because I've been lost. My clients have been lost. So I've worked retreats and workshops and one-on-one where we've had breakthroughs. People have had these amazing breakthroughs, walking through fears, creating a plan of success with action items on how they're going to get to that goal, get to that success. And then, I don't know, it must be fear. It must be an obstacle that creeps in and diverts me, from doing those tasks. The ones that succeed, myself included, have a really strong accountability piece built in. Not their husbands, not their wives, not their best friends, not their kids, not anyone living in their home. People outside of their home that really don't know them, like they don't live with them. They're not vested in them. But they have that piece of accountability built into their system where they check in with people every week, every other week, and they share honestly what's going on in their businesses and their lives. They share obstacles, they share successes, they share how they're moving forward. Those are the people that succeed. Those are the people I've witnessed having tremendous transformation in all aspects of their lives. And I'm here to tell you, I'm one of those people. I've done both. I have diverted from accountability and I've floundered. Currently, I'm dialed in. I've got a coach, and then I facilitate the Women's Visions to Profits membership community, which I'm not sure when you're listening to this podcast episode. So the doors to the enrollment may be open or they may be closed. Either way, you can go to alaskatracy.com and you can see Visions to Profits membership community. If the doors are closed, you can get on the wait list and you can start getting information, inspiration on how to create a success pathway. So it's a community of women that I get to facilitate. I get to send them really cool information to help them stay the course, tips and tools. And then the most powerful part of the whole membership is the accountability piece. I call it focus forward meetings. We have them once a week where we meet via a Zoom platform and we share obstacles, successes, and little in between life stuff, as well as what task will be accomplished for the week. When I first started the membership, the accountability meetings were a little loosey-goosey. And the more accountability that I'm creating in my life from my coach and my coaching group that I tap into, so the more structure that I'm building in my business, the more structure I'm putting on the accountability group, the focus forward group. I don't like to call it accountability group. It's focus forward group because we're focusing on moving forward. And then the more I see the women in the group growing and getting clearer themselves. So that has sort of been the theme of my life, my business, the people that I coach, the people that I get to work with, is the more accountability and structure that you can put into your life, that you can build into your business, the more freedom you are going to start having. It is known. It's a known truth. And I'm here to tell you that it's been my truth and those that I work with. And like I said, I've seen both happen. I've seen people build this beautiful, beautiful written out plan and then divert. And I've seen people stay the course and stay accountable and have tremendous success. So if you were to pop into my office right now and you were to see the mess that is going on, you would wonder how I am staying the course. You would wonder how on earth, I mean, it is messy in here. There's papers everywhere. There's piles all over. And what I'm doing today is I am unsubscribing daily from those quick fix clicks that I've clicked on, the ones that are telling me that I can get rich quickly, that I can whatever quickly. So daily I'm unsubscribing and I'm focusing on one task for the week, exactly what I tell the Focus Forward group that I get to facilitate. I'm focusing, I'm pushing through, even though it's really messy right now. It's really cluttered in my head. I want to go eat carbs and nap. I have a calendar with details on it of what I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm fouling the tasks on the calendar. So the clearer that we can become on our tasks, or action steps, if you will, meaning dates and times, who's going to help us get there, calendaring them, putting them on our calendar, the better chance we'll have of actually completing that task, that action, and moving forward, even on the days that it is messy. And believe me, folks, it is messy in this office right now. I had sent a text to my husband earlier saying, all I want to do is take a nap. I got up at 5 and I took a little nap when I got home at like 11 from running around and meeting with people. And I wanted to bail on everything in my office today. There's things on my calendar, however, that I've committed to getting done. And I've committed them to the women that I get to facilitate the Focus Forward group to. And I've committed them to the person that coaches me and the group that I'm involved in. If I were only to commit to my husband to do those things, it wouldn't get done. He's always like, why don't you just pay me? I tell you the same thing, and you never listen to me. We often can't hear what we need to hear from the people that are closest to us. Another thing about having a group that you can be accountable to, or a coach that you can be accountable to, they're not vested in us. However, over time, we start to create these bonds. I've felt these bonds in groups that I've participated in, and I've seen bonds happening in the Focus Forward group, in the Visions to Profits membership community. So the ladies are showing up weekly and they're creating these connections so that throughout the week when they get stuck, they can tap in, they can connect, they can reach out to each other. I'm not the end all be all. A group, when you're involved in a group, a lot of magic happens and a lot of ideas happen. So it's really powerful to witness. So if you're a guy and you're listening to this and you're thinking, well, geez, I want that, you can connect with me. Feel free to send me a email, alaskatracy@alaskatracy.com. And I coach both men and women one-on-one. And I am also dialed into hundreds of thousands of business owners all over the world who are helping people to succeed and grow in all areas of life and business. You'd be shocked at all these different businesses that I see and that I connect with. So let me know if you would like to know where you can go to be accountable and to have something in your life. I'm happy to help you out. I hope that this has been most beneficial to you today. If you are feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling in that messy place and you're thinking maybe you should divert, maybe you should switch paths, maybe you should blah, 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 whatever. I hope that this has been helpful. And if you need an ear to listen to you and to run something by, because maybe you should divert, I don't know. Maybe you should stay the course and push through. I've got on my website a 20-minute, it's called Right Fit Call. You're welcome to go to alaskatracy.com and to book a 20-minute free call with me. I'm happy to listen to your ideas and help you sort through them and see if, in fact, you should divert, or maybe there's an underlying obstacle that you want to push through and keep moving forward and follow that success. I know on the other side of the messy, a lot of beautiful stuff can happen. I also know that in the messy, being present can be really powerful. Being present in the mess, showing up, checking things off the list, staying the course. I hope this has inspired you. Please remember to subscribe and please, please, please share with your friends on social media, on email, whatever. Please, please, please share with your friends. And thank you so much for being here today. You are amazing, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a beautiful day.